Same old Monday grind. See, I got sawdust all on me. I look horrible. Cutting a pretty good bunch of trees here. Got some height to them. We've cut a lot of red oak and black oak this morning, actually. I've got trees laying everywhere. Flip you around. It's hard to see, but you can see we've got a pretty good open spot in the canopy. Cut a pretty good little walnut, some decent little white oak, but everything's just been super tall. And we're way up here, up this draw we've been cutting in the last few days on this job. It kind of starts just not too much further up here. You can kind of see the incline and the camera angle, but it gets wild pretty fast as far as a decline down through there. But I've still got trees to go down there. I just decided to start up here and work my way down because, well, it only makes sense to start at the top and walk down, especially when you're a fat kid like me. Now, Kevin and Kenny are back the other direction. They're getting some stragglers, some trees that are hung up, some trees that were on the bluff, just trying to keep up where I've already cut. Dad's down on the deck bucking logs, and I'm going to just keep whittling away up through here because there's several of these trees, and even though our red oak market, the black oak, they're one and the same here in southwest Missouri as far as the market prices. It's not super good right now, but these are slick little tie logs. They're going to run 40 to 50 foot of running log per tree. They're super tall and they're not super big. They're in that 14 to 16 inch range, but that's kind of a sweet spot. And everything is cutting just superb. They'll make good tie logs. The tie market's still pretty good, so we'll make some tie logs out of them. Per client's wishes, he wants us to get everything we can out of here. So we'll try to do our best on that. But the white oak up here has been cutting superb. Nothing super big, just like I said, in that sweet spot, that 14 to 16 inch range, which they come down fast. They cut good. Just those are the size of trees where you can really get some footage fast, especially when they got some height to them like these trees do. So it's been pretty fun cutting this morning. I'm probably already 30 to 35 trees in, and we're just now 9:45. So having a pretty productive morning. Hopefully we'll get to that 50 mark easy enough before we take lunch, and then come back this afternoon and mow some more of these guys down. Push the logs out and then push the tops to the side and keep the road clear. It'll be a lot easier for him to do that when he's headed downhill. Find a good place to park here. This should do it. It's Sunday. Of course, I posted the Project X video just a little bit ago showing what it was, the 2023 Western Star 49X. The comments are just hysterical, in which we get some really good comments. We have some really great people that I enjoy conversing with on the channel. But then you get some comments that just, you learn to kind of slough it off. But someone commented about if they had my money, they'd throw theirs away. You still wouldn't have much, but one thing why we have what we have and we do what we do, it's Sunday afternoon, and people have been talking about this is the first Sunday of football. It's beautiful weather today. This is like 75 degrees here in southwest Missouri, no humidity. This is the perfect day in my opinion. But so many people are like, oh, it's first day of football. Are you watching football? Nope. Moved to Log Skidder, do a new job. Now I'm down here on our other job getting ready to sort a pile of stave logs. We work 7 days a week, so it's not really like there's a secret to all this. It's just it's a lot of work. It's 80+ hour weeks most week. It's 7-day work weeks. It's working when you're tired. It's working when you don't want to work. It's just, that's part of it. And it's not a lifestyle that everybody wants to live, and totally understandable, because there's days I think maybe I should have went to McDonald's and flipped burgers and worked the drive-through, which can be exciting, by the way. But no, I mean, if I didn't love what I did, I wouldn't be doing it. And I love being out here. I love getting to do what I've always wanted to do since I was a kid. And just when you enjoy it and it's a part of you, it's who you are, you don't think anything of it. And again, I always tell people, like, I have no wife, no girlfriend, no kids. I don't have anything. It's me. I have to take care of myself primarily. Now, I've got, 2 uncles and a dad on the payroll that I've got to look out for them as well, with keeping enough timber bought up and keeping enough work going, which it's not that big a deal. But as far as me, like, I can devote a lot of things to equipment, to trucks, but that's my life. That's what I enjoy doing. And it's like every few videos, or every time we acquire something, we have to have this little talk, because people just think, like, oh my God, what are you doing? Like, this is what I want. This is, and it always cracks me up, because when I was younger, I used to think that there was a secret to it. There's not. It's just hard work, and a lot of it, which is what we're about to do. So we're going to jump in the old 333 and get some logs sorted and be ready for a new work week. It starts tomorrow. Got this one notched with a hinge in it, just a little bit of hold wood. I don't want to fall it out here in this food plot. So, ooh, yeah, there we go. Starting to say I didn't know if I'd cut enough on the backside, but apparently I did. The old 648 muscle there right over. It's pretty good white oak. We'll jump out, top it, get these to the deck. It's about 6:15 in the evening. Still got a lot of logs to get out. Saturday morning, giving Kevin the day off. He said he was needing a break. He was feeling pretty run down, and that's very understandable, because this time of year, it's pretty easy to feel that way, because we work a lot of 7-day weeks and long days at that. So it's not hard to get worn out this time of year. But Dad and I are gonna work today. Looks like I left my fuel cap off when I got diesel this morning, because I'm a smart guy. I'm just gonna try to drag. I've got a ton of trees on the ground, and I need to try to get some of these things out. So I doubt I cut any trees today as much as we've got down. So just to try to keep ahead and not get too far ahead of the Skidder and Kenny on cutting, I'm gonna jump in it today and try to get some logs off this hill, which I'm not looking too forward to. I don't care much for running the Skidder anymore. I don't mind it, but I'd rather be cutting. So I guess we'll go fire that thing up, fuel it up, and get started, and try to get some stuff on the ground ahead of Dad, because he'll be here shortly. This old girl's thirsty. She'll pull a lot of wood, but she likes to drink fuel. That's a GPI 20-gallon a minute pump. I really like it. That's the second one I've had now. I used to use the fill rights, but I started using the GPI, the Great Plains Industrials. They're made out here in Great Bend, Kansas. Good American-made product. I've had good luck with the pumps. I like the 20-gallon a minute pump because, well, as you can see, you can fill up the machines pretty quick, and time is always of the essence. And away we go. Now I cleaned off my back window because it was dusty. That way I can see better when I'm grappling. I didn't clean off my front window. I should have, but I didn't. But I think I can get by. These are long drags. But there's days where, like I said, it's not too bad being in this thing for a day or two, but the days of me having to drag logs all day, every day, I'm glad I don't have those days anymore. Pretty good incline here. A little bit of grab here. And this torque converter skidder, this is the only one I've ever run, and like I said, I don't have a ton of hours on this thing yet. Kenny said he really likes it. He likes it better than the direct drive, the torque converter setup. I'm still trying to get the feel for it. I have no doubt in my mind, if Kenny says it's a good skidder, I'm sure it's a good skidder. I'm sure there's reasons why he likes it better. But I've just got to get a little time on it to kind of learn its quirks and kind of find the sweet spot on this torque converter. This old girl here will flatten up some wood. I always try to come out with 4 in the grapple. These are decent sized logs. Big stuff, usually we can always pull 3 on the oak anyway. If we're cutting river bottom timber like sycamore and stuff, there's times 2 and 1. Depending on the size of the trees, which the thing with sycamore, it's actually hard to grapple and stay in the grapple because it's such a smooth bark tree. Even loading it with the Circos, you've really got to pinch that log, and you've got to be careful how you put it on the truck because they will move around very, very easily. They move around. There's just not enough bark on them to get good grip on other logs. Bit of a go down here. Get down here and shift. Go, pop her up into 3rd. I've got the transmission locked in there, not the differential lock. It's like Dad's here on the deck, he's marking up. We'll try to keep him busy.